Live from the campus of Shaw University in Raleigh, North Carolina, CIAA basketball here on ShawBears.com as the Shaw Bears are hosting the Lincoln Lions. Welcome to the C.C. Spalding Gymnasium. Along with Damian Banks, I'm Donald Ware. Lincoln, 12-13 on the season, 6-7 overall, or in the conference, I should say, coming off Thursday's 85-77 mild upset victory over Virginia Union, who's in first place in the CIAA's Northern Division. And Damian, when you talk about Lincoln, it begins with Corey Williams. In that game, he had 25 points, 3 assists. He's third in the CIAA at 17.2 points per game.
Yeah, for Lincoln, Corey Williams can flat out get it done on the offensive end of the court. A 39% three-point shooter. That's pretty good if you go by percentages. And he can do it not only from long range, can put the ball on the deck, can get into the paint, just a prolific scorer. One of those New York guys for Lincoln. And Shaw's going to have to really tighten up their defense, build a wall around Corey Williams.
Shaw, 14-11, 7-6 in CIAA play, a win over Virginia State, 81-78 Wednesday in overtime on the road. Shane Sago continues to do well. He's the team's leading scorer, 12.9 points per game. He had 16 points in the victory over Virginia State.
Yeah, head coach Bobby Collins and the Bears, they went 4-4 over their last 8 games. It's been loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. So coming off of a very important road win at Virginia State in overtime, where they found themselves down at halftime, came back in that second half and forced OT. Won it in OT. That's a big win for the Bears. They want to carry that momentum over, and Shane Sago is one of those players who, if he plays well offensively, the Bears will have a good game.
Let's take a look at today's starting lineups. We'll begin with Lincoln. We mentioned Corey Williams, Reggie Hudson, a player to watch as well. Bakir Cleveland all in the backcourt. Ethan Garita and Peter Sorber in the front court. The head coach, Jason A. Armstrong, interim head coach in his first season. For the Shaw Bears in the backcourt, Jason Robinson, Trevion Scott making the start, Dorentius Barnes, all in the backcourt. Amir Waddell, Jamari Roberts in the front court. The head coach in his third season, Bobby Collins. Roberts and Garita set to jump center here. As Roberts wins the tap in, the Bears have possession first. Barnes, an excellent ball handler, has done a really good job for Shaw. Goes against man-to-man Hudson. That's going to be a good matchup to watch. Roberts in the post had 11 points. The jam!
And the big man gets it started, throwing it down for the first bucket of the ball game for Shaw.
He had a good game against Virginia State, 11 points. One of the rare times he scored in double digits this year for Shaw.
Roberts has game. Bears just don't go to him that often on the offensive end, but when they do, he produces.
Robinson with the steal, and the Bears with possession. Amir Waddell in the starting lineup. Scott with the dribble. Gives it off to Robinson. Nice pass in the post. Roberts had it knocked away. Ball is loose. He's able to get it back, knocked away again. And here comes Lincoln. Williams with the Euro. And 2 shots. Corey Williams as he's fouled.
Roberts bringing that ball down high level to the guards. Couldn't quite handle it. There you see Corey Williams getting out on the break, his quickness. Getting to the basket. And 2 free throws.
69% free throw shooting team as Williams misses the first free throw. He's 82% free throw shooter. He has attempted the most free throws in the CIAA at 147 as a team. Those were the 603rd and 604th free throw attempts by Lincoln, by far the most in the CIAA.
Lincoln's trying to get to the free throw line Not a great three-point shooting team is Lincoln. So only 31% on the season, so they want to be aggressive, get in that painted area, get easy baskets in the lane.
Bakir Cleveland, it knocks the ball away. Bears going to retain possession. 12 on the shot clock. Barnes going to trigger the inbound for the Bears. Robinson. Barnes, 6 to shoot. Barnes to Scott, shoots the 3 off the mark. And Robinson's got to realize that the ball never hit the rim, so it's a shot clock violation.
Dravion Scott just had to heave it up there, didn't hit the rim, and like you mentioned, Robinson not aware. He had to get that shot up on the glass. Bears turn it over, and Shaw here at home, they want to defend this home court. Lincoln not a great road team. Bears want to be able to win it on their home court.
And Barnes now picks up his second personal foul. That's critical because Barnes really is the one who controls this team from a pure point guard perspective, and he's got to go to the bench. Just played 1 minute and 52 seconds in the ballgame.
Yeah, and it's going to be a while before D. Barnes is going to come back into this ball game, but it's an opportunity now for Antonio Warner, who stepped up for Shaw on their win versus Virginia State.
Oh, looked like a travel, but Waddell stole it anyway. Waddell to the cup, created the contact and a foul against Lincoln.
Yeah, Waddell determined on that drive. Good defense there, gets the steal. Tries to take it coast to coast, took a hard spill. He's going to go to the free throw line and try to knock down 2.
Peter Sorber, the sophomore from Trenton, New Jersey, transferred in from Morgan State, picks up the personal foul, his first. Waddell misses the first free throw. He's been inserted into the starting lineup. We know what he's able to do off the bench, and Sago not starting, now coming off the bench, and again, led the team in scoring against Virginia State.
It's a couple of Shaw Bear players that had been starting for large stretches of the season coming off the bench. Isaiah Pope as well, not in the starting lineup today for Shaw.
Hudson to Cleveland, gets it across the timeline, guarded by Warner. Warner knocks it away. Ball is loose, out of bounds. Last touched by Shaw.
Antonio Warner being active on the defensive end of the court, almost coming up with that steal. Again, big spot for him as D. Barnes picked up those 2 fouls early. He's going to play big minutes here in the first half.
Hudson, jumper, off the mark. One-handed rebound by Warner, looking to push. Bears going to slow it down here, leading by 2 early on in the first half. CIAA Northern Division action from C.C. Spalding here in Raleigh. Amir Waddell muscles it home.
Amir Waddell playing bully ball down low. Excellent position for Amir Waddell, and get a touch that deep into the painted area. As a defender, you got to just hope that he misses that shot. If you're going to foul, you got to foul and not allow the player to get the shot up. Mistake made there by Ethan Garita. Amir Waddell makes him pay.
Waddell currently the team's 4th leading scorer as he completes the 3-point play. Just a 52% free throw shooter, but he knocks it down. Cleveland in the front court. And these teams met back on January the 21st. Lincoln getting the victory. 3-pointer is off the mark by the team's leading scorer, Corey Williams. Bears with possession. Roberts, double team, doesn't matter.
Just too much size down low for Jamari Roberts, and once he gathers, and it's going to be all she wrote for the defender. Lincoln calls a TO.
Timeout on the floor by head coach Jason Abrams.
Roberts going up strong. Gets the basket. The Bears up 7 here early in the first half.
Roberts, 4 early points. Came in at a lead to start the game. This is not what happened back on January 21st up close to Philly.
Well, Roberts has the size advantage down low, so if the Bears are make a conscious effort to get the ball into him, he can do some things. And like you mentioned, in Philly, Bears just got off to such a slow start. Hard for them to catch up in that ball game. Did make a run in it, but ultimately failed in the game. But here, off to a good start in Raleigh.
Lincoln with possession, trailing by 7. Cleveland knocked away. Scott with the steal. Numbers, Euro step, and an offensive foul going to be called against Trevian Scott.
Trevian Scott got the steal. Tried to go Euro with it, but may have been better suited giving that one off. Good defense there by Lincoln to draw the charge.
Cleveland, 3's off the mark. Waddell with the rebound. Warner, Waddell, Roberts in the post. Scott, pull-up jumper, it's off the mark. Sorber with the rebound. Cleveland with the nice pass and the finish. Aiden Anderson. And now a steal. Hudson misses the shot. Got his own rebound between 2 Bears.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen. Hudson gets the steal. Misses the little pull-up jump shot, gets his own rebound, and forces a foul on Amir Waddell.
Picks up his first. Scott is out. And into the game for the Bears, Kobe Jones. Hudson to inbound. Sorber. The big man. Sorber, oh, had his shot blocked by Jones. Oh, jams it home.
Didn't give up on the play. After having his shot blocked, goes up with authority for the dunk. Peter Sorber.
Knocked away, stolen. Missed the layup. Here comes Shaw, quickly ahead. Robinson to Roberts, who's called for the offensive foul.
Roberts there, trying to post up. Kind of telegraphed that one, dipped that left shoulder. It's called for the charge. See here, Sorber. It's good position as Roberts dipped that shoulder, gets called for the offensive foul. We got a good one early here. Bears up by 3 here in Raleigh.
It was always a tradition in the family to play saxophone. My mom was a saxophone player.
I started playing in the 7th grade. It makes me happy to know that he's following my footsteps. I'm really honored.
My mom was taking me on a college tour at Shaw University, and she's like, oh, look, DJ, that's the McDonald's I used to go to. This McDonald's is so important because it ended up being a place where our band members would go to get to know each other outside of the band room.
Oh, you.
It's definitely like our student union.
But with fries.
For our crew to go to that same McDonald's she went to. Such a big deal for me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Shaw looking to avenge the January 21st meeting between the Bears and Lincoln, as the Bears currently lead by 3.
The Bears came out really well here to start this with up 8-1. A couple of baskets in succession by Lincoln as they try to find their groove early on here in the first half.
Hudson, Cleveland, pass. Oh, he traveled a game and finally got called for steps. Sorber's a big guy.
Sorber looked like he traveled twice. Refs got him on that second turnover. Lincoln, and where you see Lions applying some pressure in the backcourt.
Bears with possession, man-to-man defense by Lincoln. Amir Waddell, Antonio Warner, Jamari Roberts, nice pass to Waddell, who finishes the game and is fouled.
Don't see that part of Roberts' game that often. Gets the ball in the post, finds a cut in Amir Waddell, and Waddell goes up with that left hand Frito-Lay, takes that contact and headed to the free throw line for the three-point play. Here you see on the replay, Waddell saw the lane wide open, cuts. Roberts finds him, gets the basket to go.
6 points so far here for Amir Waddell. Make it 7.
That's important for Waddell and the Bears in general to knock down the free throws when they get to the charity stripe. Only a 65% free throw shooting team on the season. Want to take advantage of those opportunities.
Hudson gets it back. Williams, third leading scorer in the CIAA. Anderson, Williams. Oh, a no-look pass, and Hudson able to finish.
That was a nice find there by Corey Williams. Nowhere to go offensively, but found his running mate, Reggie Hudson, for the layup.
Waddell launches to 3. It's off the mark. Cleveland pushing now for Lincoln. A foul, offensive foul, illegal screen. So Sorber picks up now his second personal foul.
Sometimes when you run that high pick and roll as an offensive player, the screener, it's not the screener's fault. Like, you got to try to get set. Offensive guy going before the screener can get set. Sorber now have a seat on the bench with 2 fouls.
Janai Coates Sinis into the game. Shane Sago in the game too. Looking to finish. But here's Waddell.
Sago applied the pressure. Waddell right there for the offensive rebound for the bucket.
He's got 9 of the Bears' 13 points. Hudson on the dribble, had his shot blocked by Jones with a foul. As the foul gonna go against Sago, Shane Sago picks up his first personal foul.
Clean block by Kobe Jones there. Sago called for the body. Going to give Reggie Hudson an opportunity here for free throws. And, these are critical free throws in a sense where when you get to the, I'm the stickler for free throws. When you get to the free throw line and you don't knock them down, you feel like it's a wasted trip offensively.
No, it's a good point, especially when you're talking about this team who shoots more free throws than any other team in the CIAA by far.
Only a 69% free throw shooting team on the season. Hudson 65% on the season.
Got 1 or 2.
Coming in for the Bears, number 4, Denari Garrett.
Denari Garrett now into the game.
Antonio Warner.
For Shaw, replacing Warner. Caleb Simmons looks like he may check into the game for the Bears on the next dead ball. Waddell almost trapped. Knocked out of bounds.
Waddell almost dribbled himself into a trap. Able to deflection by Lincoln, going to give Bears the ball out. Have a Justice Baldwin sighting as well, like you mentioned, partner.
Only played 7 minutes in the lead. Victory over Virginia State on Wednesday. 11 to shoot for the Bears. Waddell muscles his way. So aggressive, Amir Waddell to the line for 2.
Justice Baldwin, one of those players for Shaw. If he can get it going, he can knock down shots in bunches. But you mentioned only 7 minutes played. The previous ball game versus Virginia State had sat out a couple of games recently for the Bears.
Freddie Young Jr. picking up the personal foul, his first.
Freddie Young Jr. fresh off of the bench, joining the fray, picking up that foul. And like you mentioned, Waddell has been the offense early on for the Bears. Got a breeze inside of CC Spalding. Beautiful day in Raleigh.
It is. Been some great weather. Although tomorrow, maybe not so much. Super Bowl Sunday. Waddell makes 1 or 2. He's got 10 points in the ball game. Oh, almost a steal there by Justice Baldwin, who's going to pick up the personal foul.
Bears number 3, Justice Baldwin is first.
That's going to put Reggie Hudson back on the line for a 1-and-1. 12-12 left here in the first half. Be a lot of free throws in this first half. Elongated afternoon for us, partner.
No doubt. Talk about Reggie Hudson, the team's second leading scorer. These two combined to score 49 points in the victory over Virginia Union. Virginia Union, their only loss in the division, now to Lincoln.
Yeah, Union came into that game playing really well in CIAA play, but you know, as I'm browsing down Twitter, you know, as I often do, you check scores and different tweets from different schools, and you know that score surprised me, but not really, because in the CIAA, if you don't come to play, you're going to get beat.
Second violation against Shaw.
Coming in for the Bears, number 23, Antonio Warner.
It was close as well. Baldwin knew he had to get it over. Tried to flick it over half court for the 10-second call. No grace and mercy on a Saturday.
Lincoln. Oh, Garrett missed the jam for Justice Baldwin. Able to get the goaltending call. Wow.
Mum's the word on that.
Young controls now. Williams. Hand checking foul. It's going to be called against Caleb Simmons, who picks up his first.
.11:31, a lot of fouls so far. I was trying to be on the I-10 by 10.
I know.
That may not happen. Corey Williams, again, you mentioned leading scorer, getting buckets for Lincoln, headed to the free throw line, and he's their best free throw shooter.
Makes the first. Williams is a 82% free throw shooter. Excellent shooter, 44% from the field, 40% from threes, and 82% from the free throw line. Not quite a 50-40-90 guy, but for college, pretty darn good.
Especially when you have defenses keying on you, knowing that you're the offensive threat.
And now Warner picks up the personal foul.
There's fouls on number 23. Antonio Warner.
Warner gets trapped on the inbounds and turns it over and commits the foul and puts the Lions back on the free throw line.
Able to knock down the first free throw. Team's third leading scorer at 10.3 points per game. Cleveland. Sophomore from Newark, New Jersey. Shooting 71% from the free throw line. Got them both.
This defensive pressure has been implemented by Lincoln and gotten them on a bit of a run here.
Almost a 10-second call, and it was a 10-second call.
Bears got to figure some things out here on this full court press. It's the second 10-second call in a couple of possessions here for the Bears.
What do you think, Damian? You may have to go back to Barnes, even though he has 2 fouls. He's your primary ball handler.
Well, he's the primary ball handler, but you got 3 potential, guards in Robinson, Warner, and Baldwin on the court who can, break the press. It's another foul. Back to the free throw line.
Now you've got Warner, who's got 2 fouls.
And Lincoln is in the double bonus with 11 minutes left in the first half.
Free throws keeping Lincoln around in this ball game.
Well, you mentioned it a couple times, by far the most free throws attempted in the CIAA.
And knocking down 69%, which may not seem great, but then again, it is first in the league. The other thing is, if you're knocking them down as many as 69%, you're taking them that many times, not bad. Having trouble getting it across the line, and they do, and now a foul going to be called against Cleveland.
Bears finally get it across the court and gets fouled just as Baldwin does. But you mentioned 69% not great, but the best in the CIAA. And when you take so many more than everyone else, it gives you a definite advantage. The Bears got to find their way here, going through a lull these last couple of minutes.
Against Virginia Union, Lincoln shot attempted 42 free throws. Sago had it knocked away by Hudson. Ball is loose, and it's still loose. And Lincoln gonna be fouled.
I think that Caleb Simmons got hit in the nether regions down there, and he commits another foul. He's calling to the bench, so that he's injured.
Simmons picks up his second personal foul as Denari Garrett gonna check into the game, replacing Simmons. He's walking it off, seems to be okay. Cleveland again at the free throw line for Lincoln. Got the first.
And And what these free throws are doing, not only has Lincoln now come back to tie the ball game, but it's not allowing Shaw to get into any rhythm offensively. Shaw can't get the ball up the court, press, and it's keeping the crowd here out of it here inside of CC Spalding.
First lead of the game for the Lions. Warner. High post to Garrett. Garrett. Jumper. Couldn't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. And a travel called against Lincoln.
Bears are going to retain possession here off that Garrett missed shot. Travel called, like you mentioned, just trying to get that defensive rebound for the Lions. Not quite sure. Timeout
Or technical foul, I think.
Technical.
Well, let's see. We may be able to get a replay here. See exactly what happened.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Denari Garrett 4-on-4 aggression there. Garrett kind of clipped Lincoln player as he went by.
It was only called on Janai Coach Sinis.
Coach Sinis threw the basketball back at Denari Garrett.
The Bears number 2, Jason Robinson.
You got to be smarter than that. If you're Lincoln, you've manufactured a lead here in this ball game by playing good full court defense, forcing turnovers, getting fouled, going through the free throw line and knocking them down. And you don't want to give Shaw an opportunity to get points on the free throw line and get into a rhythm.
So Robinson's 2 free throws enable Shaw to regain the lead, and the Bears will have possession. Shaw led by as many as 7 points here in the first half. Lincoln's kind of hung around.
Trying to figure out what's going on now with stoppage of play. And partner, when you got a herky-jerky ball game like this, a lot of free throws so far, neither team really can get into a rhythm offensively. As Shaw here being the home team, you want the crowd loud. You want the crowd into it. You can hear individual conversations in the stands.
Right.
Especially on a Saturday afternoon, it should be jumping in here, and with all this stoppage of play, a lot of foul shots here, not allowing the home crowd to get into it. Lincoln doing what they need to do to be in this ball game and try to get a much hard-fought road win in the CIAA.
Media timeout at 9:58 with the Bears leading by 1.
It's a mega CIAA basketball showdown in Baltimore, and you're invited. Watch the best men and women ballers dominate the paint at the CFG Bank Arena this February 21st to the 25th. Experience Charm City culture and create new legacies. Get your tickets early for 22 nail-biting games, star-studded performances, free fan fest, and more surprises. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now at CIAAtournament.org.
We're back. Spalding Gymnasium on the campus of historic Shaw University. The first ACC result. Where the Bears has a 1-point lead. Really, David, so far Lincoln has been hanging around.
So Shaw got off to a good start, but Lincoln just accumulated, or should I say, forced a lot of fouls from Shaw, and Lincoln has been living at the free throw line. I can't remember the last basket they actually scored on. They've been getting their points at the free throw line and really making the game ugly and allowing themselves to get back into the ball game and had taken a lead before those 2 technical free throws for Shaw. So Lincoln, if you ask the Lions, hey, we love this. Shaw wants to, run a smooth offense. Shaw's a high-powered offense. They can't get into a rhythm right now.
Garrett couldn't get that one to go. Long rebound comes out to Baldwin. Step back. Baldwin knocks it down for 3.
Justice Baldwin stopped on a dime, left his defender. Again, Super Bowl Sunday, backpedaling, getting into his deep third. Baldwin, wide open 3-point shot, knocks it down.
He's a 37% free throw shooter. Right back is Lincoln.
Nice press breaker to the layup for the Lions. Easy bucket for Lincoln.
2-point game. Just over 9 minutes remaining here in the first half. 8 on the shot clock. Fall away jump shot. Baldwin off the mark. Hudson has it. Ethan Garita gives it off now to Cleveland. 12 on the shot clock for Lincoln. Cleveland, dribble, jumper, missed it. Robinson with the rebound.
Jason Robinson, for guard, gets a lot of rebounds for the Bears.
He's an excellent athlete. Ari Garrett had the ball knocked away. Marshall Robertson. Roberson with possession. Young. Drives. No basket. And the foul goes against Warner, who now picks up his 3rd personal foul.
So both the point guards for Shaw in foul trouble. Warner came in earlier in the ball game for D. Barnes, who picked up 2 early. Now Antonio Warner has 3. This is going to be a ball handling dilemma for the remainder of this first half and going into the second half for Shaw. D. Barnes looks like he's going to check in, but he has to be incredibly careful to not pick up his 3rd here in the first half.
Got to go back to D. Barnes. He's your primary ball handler. Got his 2nd foul, not even 2 minutes into the first, not even 2 minutes into the ball game. They go back to him, and you're right, because he's your primary guy. He cannot afford to pick up his 3rd prior to the first half ending. And Young.
As a Bear player, you got to understand, hey, the refs are calling these fouls.
Cleveland with the stealing
basket
score
for Lincoln. But Shaw may have to implement his own defense to try to conserve on the fouls.
As Robinson trapped in the corner, but a foul going to be called against Lincoln. As Cleveland now picks up his 2nd personal foul. Bonus situation, a 1-1 situation for the Bears. Robinson gets the first free throw. Here's Stevens into the game.
Now both teams basically, gonna be in the bonus, double bonus right now for Lincoln. Shaw 2 fouls away from being in double bonus, shooting 2 free throws rest of the half. I'm sure both teams' coaches say, be aggressive. Make the refs blow the whistle, let's get to the foul line. We may be here until midnight, but that's the strategy that I would employ. And I thought that Shaw would implement a zone defense with all these fouls. It looks like they're going into that 3-2.
Ball knocked away. Stevens to Hudson, who traveled and turned it over.
Good defense on that possession for Shaw. Sliding feet their defense forced that travel by Reggie Hudson.
We're knotted at 23. Barnes. Robinson, ball movement beyond the arc by the Bears. In the corner to Robinson, trying to set him up for that three-pointer. Lost the basketball. Quickly ahead. Oh, nice Euro. Hudson finishes.
A nice move, but D. Barnes couldn't take a chance. Pick up that third foul there. Really let that one go. Barnes didn't have any fouls. You could either see him take a hard foul or try to get a steal there.
Lincoln leads. Nice pass to Roberts. Soft touch by the big man.
Roberts again. Hadn't went to him in a while down low. This time finds some space in the paint. Makes the Lions pay.
Tied again. Jumper off the mark. Roberts, strong rebound.
Strong hands there. It was an all hands rebound by Roberts, utilizing that size advantage.
Barnes threw it away. Quickly ahead, Williams couldn't finish, but created the contact in his foul. So Amir Waddell now has also 2 personal fouls.
Bears foul trouble galore here. This is only the first half, so they have to be mindful. Picking up fouls here. Corey Williams back to the free throw line. Got multiple players in the air on that pump fake before Waddell commits the foul.
In excess of an 80% free throw shooter is Williams. Good ball player. Hadn't gotten a whole lot going here in the first half. CIAA's third leading scorer at 17.2 points per game. Got them both.
Yeah, been a free throw fest so far in the ball game for both ball clubs.
Barnes with the dribble, with possession, I should say, 14 to shoot. Robinson launches the three. Is off the mark. And Waddell held and fouled.
Amir Waddell goes up the left hand for the offensive rebound. He's fouled. Now he's going to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
19 foul by Lincoln. Here Waddell. This is the front end. Young with the rebound. Hudson. Young. Had it knocked away, stolen. Barnes with numbers to Robinson. Oh, look at the athleticism. Jason Robinson.
Yeah, Jason Robinson, quicker than you think, more athletic than you know. Gets the ball on the break. Frito-Lay and ties things up at 27 for the Bears.
Hudson in possession for Lincoln, team's second leading scorer. George, three-pointer, he's got it. Young, excuse me. Freddie Young Jr. knocks it down.
Yeah, Freddie Young Jr. coming into this one, only 3 three-point attempts on the season. Make it 4 for Young Jr. as he knocks it down.
Beyond Scott to Robinson. Barnes with 11 to shoot. He can't drive it. Pulls up, three-pointer. It's off the mark. Stevens with the rebound. Quickly ahead to Young as Hudson finishes.
Lincoln just got out on the break off that missed shot by the Bears.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Barnes picked up the foul. I'd like to see the replay on that. We talked about that. That's the third personal foul now on Barnes.
Yeah, well, Barnes, that's a great job of acting there. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
By Reggie Hudson. If he was selling Girl Scout cookies, you know, he would be a great salesman. Bears trailing here by 5, 4:23 left in the first half.
It was always a tradition in the family to play saxophone. My mom was a saxophone player.
I started playing in the 7th grade. It makes me happy to know that he's following my footsteps. I'm really honored.
My mom was taking me on a college tour at Shaw University, and she's like, oh, look, DJ, that's the McDonald's I used to go to. This McDonald's is so important because it ended up being a place where our band members would go to get to know each other outside of the band room.
Oh, you, no, you.
It's definitely like our student union.
But with fries.
For our crew to go to that same McDonald's she went to, it's such a big deal for me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Two claps for the youth.
So far, a good ball game here from Baldy Gymnasium. CIAA Northern Division matchup. Lincoln defeated Shaw back on January 21st and now leads the Bears by 5 points. D. Barnes just called for his third personal foul. So you got to wonder, and we'll see this play right here. Robinson with a nice finish off the pass from Barnes. But now, looking into the second half, Damian Barnes now has 3 fouls. You don't know if he may not start the second half.
Yeah, foul trouble in the backcourt for the Bears.
Williams missed the 3. Rebound. Stevens missed the 3. Another offensive rebound.
The long rebounds on those three-point shots. Third opportunity on this possession for Lincoln.
Hudson. Stevens in the corner to Young, and it's a shot clock violation.
Good defensive possession there for Shaw. Didn't panic on the defensive end. Forced that shot clock violation for Lincoln.
Bears with possession, down 5. Roberts, triple team. Couldn't get it to go. He's the only rebounder. Nobody else crashed the boards for the Bears. Roberts looked like he had a lot of ball. Maybe somebody, I'd like to see the replay on that. Picks up his second personal foul.
I need to see the replay on that. Good drive to the basket. I don't know.
More ball than body, if anything. Stevens gets the benefit of the doubt on the call, but this is the first free throw.
I don't know. Amir Stevens rejected on the drive, but 2 free throws, and Lincoln is just planted roots at the free throw line and just living there.
Sago into the game. Replaces Roberts, who has the 2 fouls, and that's probably smart to sit him out because you're going to need him down the stretch. He's had a solid first half. Jamari Roberts. Sago looking to go one-on-one. The hook shot, couldn't get it. Stevens clears.
It's a good shot by Sago, just couldn't get it to fall.
Oh, look at the move. Stevens finishes.
Amir Stevens chirping as he goes down the court, letting them know about it.
All thrown away. Bears fortunate to get it back and no foul call. Now the Bears throw it away. Quickly ahead, Williams. He walked.
Very fortunate there for Shaw that Lincoln didn't make them pay for that turnover. Bears right now gotta get it together going into the halftime break. You look up at the scoreboard and Shaw's down by 7 here.
And a foul called against Lincoln.
Waddell with the ability to knock down that long-range shot, got the defender in the air, put it on the deck, draws the foul. What I'm gonna say, get to the free throw line, you gotta make your opponent pay and knock them down.
A lot of fouls here in the first half. Waddell knocked down the first.
And Waddell got off to that hot start. Scored 9 points quick in the ball game. Been quiet as of late, but this game, you mentioned, it's been free throws and pressing for Lincoln. It's got them this 34-28 lead.
Waddell gets 2. Another foul. The Bears are adding to, I don't know if it's a reputation, but man, Lincoln continues to shoot free throws at a high clip.
I mean, Lincoln's been in the bonus since the 10-minute mark of this first half, the double bonus. I mean, the Shaw's in the double bonus now, and I think that's what the official was telling Coach Collins, like, hey, it's 10-10. Like, yeah, they've been in a double bonus for
right
an hour in lifetime.
No, it says 10-10, but it's more like 25-10.
Bears got to figure out, that the officials, hey, they're calling these fouls. You got to play defense without fouling. Now Lincoln fouling. I think that Coach Collins got in his ear like, hey, let me throw him a bone.
Marshall Roberson picks up the personal foul. That's number 1 since Justice Baldwin.
Partner, I mean, cookout, I know they stay open late. I'm trying to get the cookout before this game is over. You think I got a chance?
Yeah, I think so. With cookout, you got a chance. Now, if you were talking about BK or,
I don't know, man. Like, wait.
Smithfield or something, probably not.
They shot more free throws than Wilt in his prime, man. Man, they get to the line like Shea Gildress-Alexander.
I like that. You got a Philly team, Wilt, Philly, right?
Yeah.
I like that. It's good. Good reference.
Yeah. I mean, I figured the Lincoln fans are like that.
36.
Like, who is Wilt? Google then. Get into the line more than Joel Embiid, okay? You're welcome.
Inside the 2 minutes remaining. Hudson, Roberson got the 3.
Roberson, fresh off the bench, produces for Lincoln, knocks down the tray ball.
Lincoln shoots 32% from three-point range. Sago's been quiet. Baldwin, three-pointer way off the mark. As Waddell couldn't save it.
The Bears all out of sorts here. And I think it's because, when you're on the defensive end, you're fouling a lot. You're putting your opponent on the line. There's really no rhythm to this game.
Good point. Excellent point.
And when you're an offensive team like Shaw is, you want to get into a rhythm.
Shaw as a team shoots very well from three-point range, but hasn't, to Damian's point, hasn't gotten in any kind of rhythm offensive sets. Young misses the free throw and an over-the-back call against Lincoln.
A good box out there by Sago. Ethan Garita over the back. Actually, the box out by Amir Waddell. Here. over the back and pushing the back, and Waddell now opportunity to knock down 2. The Bears want to end this first half on a high note, trailing by 8, cutting to this lead. Still got a couple of possessions left here in this first half and try to take some semblance of momentum into the locker room.
Got to be able to knock down the free throws. Waddell misses the first. Has had a solid first half, particularly early in this half as he rattles the second one home. Absolutely, as Damian mentioned, absolutely no flow to this game at all.
No flow, no crowd participation. Everything that Lincoln would want on the road coming into this one. Lincoln 2-9 on the road. So they're not a great road team, but playing well here.
Foul away from the basketball, or excuse me, a blocking foul, player control, so no free throws. Amir Stevens picks up his 3rd personal foul. Stevens is out. Aiden Anderson checks back into the game for the Lions.
Amir Stevenson, he has to go to the bench with 3 fouls. Both teams have a couple of players in foul trouble.
Oh my goodness gracious, an offensive foul called against Justice Baldwin.
I knew when I saw those Air Max T3s all black, I knew it was going to be a long afternoon.
We got to watch this.
What?
Oh, gosh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I don't want an email from the league office. I didn't mean to say that.
No, you saw it.
That's
you
questionable.
will see it again.
That's questionable to say the least, but
no, you don't need an email from the league office. 3 people out here need an email from the league office. How about that? 7-point lead for Lincoln. 3-point attempt is off the mark by Anderson. Here come the Bears. Shot clock is off. Baldwin, got it.
That's a big shot there by Justice Baldwin. Bears needed that one.
5 seconds left. Hudson, whoa, Hudson to the hole. Hudson couldn't finish. That's how the first half's gonna come to an end. The Bears, big 3-pointer by Justice Baldwin puts the Bears brings the Bears, I should say, to within 4.
Yeah, Isaiah Parker inserted late, didn't panic. Swings it over to Justice Baldwin. He knocks down a huge 3-point shot, much needed shot to take some momentum into the halftime break for Shaw.
You hit on a great point, Damian, in terms of all of the fouls, really from both teams, but Lincoln's kind of used to this with the number of free throw attempts that they've taken. Shaw, not so much. They need to be playing steady, but all of these fouls have, and on them mostly, have really hurt their flow.
Yeah, Lincoln takes on some of that Philly prize fighter type mentality, even though Lincoln is not in Philadelphia. They take on that mentality. Let's make it ugly. Ain't nothing pretty about it. It's gritty. And, a win is a win in Lincoln's eyes. So, hey, if we get to the free throw line 40, 50 times, then so be it. You see one of those fouls on D. Barnes, one of his 3 fouls of the first half, and Lincoln is doing what they normally do, which is get to the free throw line. But the Bears have to adjust their defense and adjust their mindset to understand that, hey, the officials, they're calling everything. We got to relax.
And the Bears going to have to find somebody other than Waddell also to score points.
Yeah, somebody other than Amir Waddell. Now, Roberts had his moments there. Jamari Roberts had his moments there in the first half, but Bears don't really run a lot of plays for Jamari Roberts. Good to see that Justice Baldwin knocked down a couple of 3-pointers. Hadn't seen Isaiah Pope, one of the Bears' leading scorers in the first half. Bears need to find someone other than Amir Waddell to produce offensively. You're right, partner.
CIAA Northern Division action here with Lincoln leading Shaw by 4 at halftime.
Yourself with opportunity at Shaw University in the heart of downtown Raleigh. Define your path to success through undergraduate, accelerated adult degree, teacher certification, and graduate programs. Your future begins today at Shaw University.
CIAA presents the CIAA Step Show Throwdown and Step Off.
February 24th and 25th at the Baltimore Convention Center.
That's right, Baltimore. This is the biggest step show on the planet.
It's Greek versus Greek and school versus school.
Featuring the most lit step teams in the nation.
Get your tickets now at CIAAStepShows.com. That's CIAAStepShows.com.
It's the CIAA Step Show. Get your tickets now.
It was always a tradition in the family to play saxophone. My mom was a saxophone player.
I started playing in the 7th grade. It makes me happy to know that he's following my footsteps. I'm really honored.
My mom was taking me on a college tour at Shaw University, and she's like, oh, look, DJ, that's the McDonald's I used to go to. This McDonald's is so important because it ended up being a place where our band members would go to get to know each other outside of the band room.
Oh, you, no, you.
It's definitely like our student union.
But with fries.
For our crew to go to that same McDonald's she went to, such a big deal for me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
You clap for the youth. You.
Your girls have been with you through every moment of your life. And they're still with you right now. But how well do you know them? You don't know my
We purchased the Behringer estate, which for the beauty of its grounds had been the pride of the people of the city. This purchase also stirred up no little opposition among the white people. And thus, while we succeeded at last in obtaining a valuable property, we had at the same time excited great indignation against us. Henry Martin Tupper.
You can't have racism if you don't have power. Henry Martin Tupper has robbed me of the ability to have bias against white people. He was a white man who was a Union chaplain who at the end of the war decided to stay and to teach newly freed slaves how to read and how to write.
There's a saying that without knowledge, the people perish.
As the oldest HBCU in the South, Shaw has led the way.
These were not only academic institutions, they were freedom schools.
Plessy versus Ferguson institutionalizes separate but equal.
Shaw University, like many institutions that had seen golden years of establishing opportunities for free blacks, began to struggle with its identity, and it began to struggle with its very existence.
With the coming of student activists, you see that there is a very consistent and persistent effort to dismantle segregation through direct action, nonviolent protests.
The sit-ins were directed at variety stores that would allow us to shop, but we could not sit down at the lunch counters. I was the first to be arrested.
Those young men and women who came to create the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee fanned out throughout the South, put their lives on the line to tear down the walls of segregation.
No SNCC, no Civil Rights Act, no Voting Rights Act, no Obama.
Change has come to America.
It's just as clear as anything.
If there is an antidote to racism in this nation, it is education.
We need more soldiers of truth who are willing to step forward and follow that inner voice that lets you know what's right and what's wrong.
Once Mr. Behringer found out that his property had been sold to a northerner for the purpose of educating the freed slaves, his comment at the time was, if I had known that my property was going to be sold to those, I would not have sold it.
Welcome to Shaw University, a place where history is made, leaders emerge, and transformation begins. Founded in 1865, we were the first HBCU in the southern United States. Our vibrant campus is a unique living and learning community. We are located in the heart of downtown Raleigh and a short drive from Research Triangle Park, the largest technology research park in the country. We are a place where opportunity surrounds you. IBM, GlaxoSmithKline Pharmaceuticals, Duke Energy are just three of the many well-known companies that offer internships and hire our graduates. Within walking distance of campus, you can attend networking events or take advantage of internships. You can even launch your own business at Shaw University's Innovation and Entrepreneurship Center. At Shaw University, you will learn from dedicated professors and meet lifelong friends. You can take part in over 30 different academic and service organizations. Get involved in Greek life, sports, or the Platinum Sound Shaw University's notable marching band. From its start as the first historically black university in the southern United States to the vibrant campus we are today, Shaw University is the right place to grow, learn, and explore.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
It was always a tradition in the family to play saxophone. My mom was a saxophone player.
I started playing in the 7th grade. It makes me happy to know that he's following my footsteps. I'm really honored.
My mom was taking me on a college tour at Shaw University, and I remember she's like, "Oh, look, DJ, that's the McDonald's I used to go to." This McDonald's is so important because it ended up being a place where our band members would go to get to know each other outside of the band room.
Oh, you, no! You!
It's definitely like our student union.
But with fries.
For our crew to go to that same McDonald's she went to, such a big deal for me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Clap for the youth!
If you're currently in a place where you sense that there's a call upon your life to serve in the Lord's church, I would encourage you to stop by Shaw Divinity.
One of the Bible interpretation courses, we were encouraged to develop our own way of interpreting the Bible. And that was really powerful because each person comes with their own background and their own way of approaching or communicating with God.
Every student is welcome here like family. We take good care of you and we make sure that you have everything that you need.
If I were told, well, here is the only right way to interpret the Bible, and here is the only right answer, I'm not sure if I would have grown as much, but we were really encouraged. Who are you? How do you read the Bible? How do you want to do the ministry? And that was just really powerful.
The Master of Divinity is even more relevant today than yesteryear because it fully equips a person who desires to serve in a local church. You are worth being known, and you are a part of our community. You'll be fully equipped to leave here and engage and lead your congregation.
Find your calling, get started, and register today.
Surround yourself with opportunity at Shaw University in the heart of downtown Raleigh. Define your path to success through undergraduate, accelerated adult degree, teacher certification, and graduate programs. Your future begins today at Shaw University.
CIAA presents the CIAA Step Show Throwdown and Step Off.
February 24th and 25th at the Baltimore Convention Center.
That's right, Baltimore. This is the biggest step show on the planet.
It's Greek versus Greek and school versus school.
Featuring the most lit step teams in the nation.
Get your tickets now at CIAAStepShows.com. That's CIAAStepShows.com.
It's the CIAA Step Show. Get your tickets now.
It was always a tradition in the family to play saxophone. My mom was a saxophone player.
I started playing in the 7th grade. It makes me happy to know that he's following my footsteps. I'm really honored.
My mom was taking me on a college tour at Shaw University, and she's like, oh, look, DJ, that's the McDonald's I used to go to. This McDonald's is so important because it ended up being a place where our band members would go to get to know each other outside of the band room.
Oh, you!
It's definitely like our student union.
But with fries.
For our crew to go to that same McDonald's she went to, such a big deal for me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Two clap for the you! You!
On with Damian Banks. Donald Ware with you here at halftime at the C.C. Spalding Gymnasium where Lincoln leads Shaw 5-4 in this CIAA Northern Division matchup. Leading scorers, Shaw. Amir Waddell had 13 points. Reggie Hudson had 10 points for Lincoln. As we see Justice Baldwin knock down the three.
Yeah, big three right before the halftime break for Justice Baldwin to draw Shaw to within 4. Baldwin into double figures with that shot, and you're gonna need more of that and more from Amir Waddell as well. And where is Shane Sago for Shaw? Hadn't seen a lot of time, sporadic minutes in this ball game. Sago, another player for Shaw that can get it done offensively.
39, a total of 39 free throws taken between the two teams in the first half. Lincoln 17 of 22 and Shaw 13 of 17.
Well, you know, when you have referees who are going to call it tight, you got to understand that as players and adjust your game accordingly. Players had a hard time doing that and making that adjustment in the first half.
Hudson controls now for Lincoln. Remember, Sorber had 2 personal fouls there in the first half. Cleveland's shot is off the mark. Long rebound comes out to Waddell. Barnes playing with the 3 personal fouls. And they're going to say no shot. As the foul going to go against Lincoln's. Cleveland, who picks up his 3rd.
Barnes being aggressive there. Driving to the basket, drawing a foul. Had those 3 fouls in the first half. Has to be careful here in his first couple of minutes of the second half. He picks up that 4th foul early. Big decision for the coaching staff to make, whether to keep him in the game or not.
Robinson, got it!
J-Rob, no problem from downtown.
First three-pointer of the game, first made three-pointer by Robinson, who's got 9 points, pulled the Bears to within 1. The Bears had as much as a 7-point lead in the first half. Ball movement here by Lincoln. High post Sorber. Sorber, nice move.
Sorber just used his size as far as weight. Not a height advantage on Roberts, but went into Roberts' chest and gets the shot to go up with the left hand.
Scott. Bad pass, and it belongs to Lincoln. Garita with possession. Garita with the step through, couldn't finish. Roberts, strong rebound for the Bears.
Not only a strong rebound, but really deterred that shot from Garita, made it harder than it had to be.
Hudson knocks it away.
Coach Collins, coaching staff having a conversation, trying to let their guys know, like, hey, we got to play.
Roberts. Old school hook shot. Oh, couldn't quite go. Sorber with the rebound. Roberts got that old school game.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of that in today's basketball. You see a lot of those three-point shots, not a lot of hook shots.
Yes, you do. The long rebound off the miss to Waddell. And Waddell turns it over and a technical foul call against Waddell. That's just a bad play by Waddell. That's just uncalled for, quite frankly. And Collins took him out immediately.
Well, that was a get off my lawn technical there. You know, Waddell is a chirper. He is a talker, and said something to Sorber on the way down the court, called for that technical.
Officials maybe, and you're right, but now maybe the officials, all the free throws and so forth, fouls, maybe saying second half, we got to clamp down on this and make sure it doesn't, nothing happens. Guys don't get into it.
Could be a thought process, or it could be get off my lawn, young man. We don't play the game that way.
Yeah, no, either way.
Waddell, the leading scorer in the first half for Shaw, not only personal foul, but the technical. I think that gives him 4 now.
Shot by Hudson's off the mark. Quickly ahead to Scott. Finger roll.
Scott leaks out. Maybe that'll help him get into the ball game offensively. Usually a pretty good shooter from long range, has struggled in this one.
In the lane, rolls out, long rebound to Robinson. Barnes, hand checking foul against Corey Williams.
Corey Williams could not stay in front of D. Barnes there. Barnes tries to get to the cup. Again, Barnes, those 3 fouls in the first half. How does he respond here in the second with Shaw down by 2?
Freddie Young Jr. checks back into the game for Lincoln, replaces Corey Williams, again averaging 17.5 points per game. He only had 5 points in the first half on 0 of 2 shooting from the field.
Lincoln really produced most of their points at the free throw line in that first half. 17 points at the charity stripe. Did it without their leading scorer having a big first half in Corey Williams.
He was 5 of 6 from the free throw line, was Corey Williams in the first half. Again, came in not only as an 82% free throw shooter, but having attempted 147 free throws, the most in the CIAA.
That's a lot of free throws for a guard.
It is. Teardrop is off the mark. Roberts with his 4th rebound. Into the game for the Bears is Jeremiah Pope. Shoots it at about 40% from 3-point range. Barnes into Roberts. Kick out. Barnes, 3-pointer. In and out.
And that's the next step in D. Barnes, the ability to knock that shot down consistently for Shaw.
And Young traveled with the basketball. 13th turnover of the game. Robinson got it!
J-Rob, no problem from downtown. And Shaw's regained the lead here.
And Lincoln calls the timeout. And we're going to step aside on the timeout with the Bears having regained the lead, leading by 1.
Yourself with opportunity at Shaw University in the heart of downtown Raleigh. Define your path to success through undergraduate, accelerated adult degree, teacher certification, and graduate programs. Your future begins today at Shaw University.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Back to the action here inside of C.C. Spalding Gymnasium. Damian Banks, Donald Ware on the call. Bears have recaptured the lead here, 43-42. And partner, we've been talking, I think ad nauseum about the fouls in this ball game. In the second half, how will it be called? So far, 2 fouls against Lincoln, 1 against Shaw. Refs maybe trying to keep that whistle as I say that.
Oh, Barnes picks up his 4th personal foul.
Maybe I should just not talk about fouls.
Wow.
I don't think Coach Collins has it. He doesn't have a choice. Barnes has to come out of the ball game.
And you remember I mentioned even with the 2 fouls and the problems that the Bears were having moving the ball, they needed to put Barnes in. They ultimately did. He picked up that 3rd foul, and now he has picked up his 4th.
Yeah, picked up that 3rd foul on a beautiful performance piece there by Reggie, who just dishes it to Sorber for the dunk.
Bears have numbers, 5-on-4. Hudson's down, now not anymore. Say go to the hole, that's goaltending.
Sorber tried to get that one before it hit the glass, not able to get to it, but Sorber having a really good game, only averaging 6 points on the season coming into this one.
You can see it had already hit the glass. It was hit by Sorber. Cleveland slips, ball's loose. Warner, blocked. Nope, we're going to say
Warner down. Both players hit the court pretty hard. Warner grabbing out that left ankle. So a replay of this is Garita just trying to get to that one. Call for goaltending.
And Warner's got to play. I mean, you know,
Warner's got to
Barnes,
play.
yes, Barnes has 4 personal fouls. He's a little gimpy, but he's got to play at this point.
It's going to be some lineups you may not have seen this season for Shaw here in the second half. If you're tuning in on the CIAA Sports Network, shouts out to super producer Jay Bell
And his crew. And I tell you what, Bobby Collins gave Warner the thumbs up, make sure he was okay. Warner gave the thumbs up back. He's going to play through the pain. Williams plays it in.
Yeah, good cut there by Williams to the basket. That allows Lincoln to set up their full court pressure.
Little condensation on the floor. Timeout on the floor. We've got a good one here from Spalding Gymnasium. Don't go anywhere as the Bears lead by 1.
It's a mega CIAA basketball showdown in Baltimore, and you're invited. Watch the best men and women ballers dominate the paint at the CFG Bank Arena this February 21st to the 25th. Experience Charm City culture and create new legacies. Get your tickets early for 22 nail-biting games, star-studded performances, free fan fest, and more surprises. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now at CIAAtournament.org.
CIAA Northern Division matchup. The Shaw Bears have a 1-point lead over Lincoln. And Barnes, of course, taking 4 personal fouls for the Bears. Warner a little gimpy on that ankle. He's going to have to go at this point.
Yeah, Antonio Warner turned his ankle on that goaltending by Garita for Lincoln. You mentioned 4 fouls by D. Barnes. He's going to have to sit for the majority of this second half. Going to put a lot of pressure on Jason Robinson to handle the basketball. See Warner visibly limping on that left foot. He's going to try to gut it out. But you still have Justice Baldwin on the bench who can, take up some of those ball handling duties as you see Lincoln put on that press, and this is something they were very successful with in that first half.
Jeremiah Vogt thought about it, 10 to the game. Didn't play at all in the first half. Sago throws up a wild shot, created the contact. He'll go to the line for 2. As Ethan Garita picks up the personal foul, his 3rd. So Sago, the team's leading scorer, only has 2 points so far in the game here for the Bears.
And Sago usually gets involved in ways much like that, driving, slashing to the basket. Wasn't that aggressive there in the first half. But again, in that first half, it was a herky-jerky half. It was a lot of free throws, but neither team really could get into a flow or rhythm offensively.
76% free throw shoot, makes 1 of 2. Extends the Bear lead to 2. Williams, leading scorer in the CIAA. 8 points in the ball game. Hudson in the corner. Garita misses the three. Robinson with the rebound.
Garita wide open for a reason. Not able to knock it down for Lincoln, and I think Shaw lived with that shot by Garita all day.
With the dribble. Takes it into Roberts. Oh, contact. No. Oh. Williams with the rebound. Wow.
Yeah, a bit of contact in that painted area, but I think TN doesn't want to call as many fouls here in the second half. I knew when I saw those black TNs, the official was all about business.
Sorber finishes. So he's got 8 points in the ball game as we're tied.
It is going to be a grinded out type ball game here. Both teams have to prepare for that. Run good offense if you're Shaw, go down low. Play outside, play inside out rather.
With this game and 2 games remaining for the Bears, this is an important game. Roberts finishes in this foul.
Jamari Roberts, you mentioned old school game. He doesn't shoot a lot of jumpers. He doesn't want to face up, put the ball on the deck. He is a back to the basket, go over left or right shoulder. This time he absorbs that contact. Big bucket there by Jamari Roberts.
You have a situation where Shaw and Virginia Union gonna play on Wednesday.
That's a big game.
Right, and so you have Union with 1 loss in the conference, Virginia State, Shaw and Lincoln with 4 losses. So conceivably, the Bears win out. You're at the top of the CIAA's Northern Division.
Yeah, if the Bears went out and they get some help.
Right.
They need a loss or 2.
By Union, correct.
By Union. If they went out, they just need 1 loss by Union. And the Bears win the Northern Division.
Ball stolen by Charles Neverdon, the freshman who is coming to the game for Lincoln. Hudson, Sorber for 3, he's got it.
Roberts left Sorber wide open from outside, but you'll take that if you're Shaw. You know, you take a big man, a big guy shooting threes.
Forced it, did Sago. And a loose ball foul called against Roberts.
Sorber having a big game. That's only his 3rd made 3 on the season, 9 attempts. Came in averaging 6 points. Far exceeded that with that 3.
He's got 11 points, does Sorber, in the ball game. Williams, Sorber, back to Williams. Short, he's off today.
Well, Williams not, you mentioned it, off today. Left that one way short on the pull-up jump shot.
Warner with the dribble. Pope off the mark.
Pope had a good look. Good contest, though, late by Williams.
Neverdon, teardrop, missed the shot. Long rebound comes out to Jeremiah Pope.
Let's see what Shaw does offensively here.
Take it way off Robinson. Now, Pope knocks it down from long distance.
I've been waiting all game, Jeremiah, the Pope, for 3.
Bears have the lead.
Pope is Shaw's top 3-point shooter. Can't leave him open.
And a travel and a turnover. As Garita took steps.
You see Pope left alone in that corner. Didn't get the start, but he's right on time. This is that prayer for the Bears, and have a 2-point lead here. 10 to go in the second.
It was always a tradition in the family to play saxophone. My mom was a saxophone player.
I started playing in the 7th grade. It makes me happy to know that he's following my footsteps. I'm really honored.
My mom was taking me on a college tour at Shaw University, and she's like, oh, look, DJ, that's the McDonald's I used to go to. This McDonald's is so important because it ended up being a place where our band members would go to get to know each other outside of the band room.
Oh, no! You!
It's definitely like our student union.
But with fries.
For our crew to go to that same McDonald's she went to, such a big deal for me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Two clap for the youth!
2-point lead for the Shaw Bears in this important CIAA Northern Division matchup. A win for the Bears perhaps takes them one step closer to a division crown. Virginia Union right now leads the division with only 1 loss. The Bears do have 4. However, the 2 teams meet right here on Wednesday. That's going to be our next broadcast of Shaw basketball, as Damian mentioned, getting some help with Virginia Union losing a game or 2, and the Bears are right there.
And Shaw's lost some close games. You look at their losses: 3-point loss at Union, 5-point loss to Elizabeth City State. They had some close losses in this one. A 3-point loss at Bowie. So they're right there.
Oh, good dish. Ball is lost. Oh, nice hustle there by Warner.
We love that effort by Antonio Warner on a gimpy ankle as well.
Come on, y'all, defense!
10 on the shot clock for Lincoln. Hudson, 5 to shoot. In the corner, Cleveland off the mark. Oh, that should have been a shot clock violation. I don't think that hit the rim.
Yeah, I don't think that hit the rim. That was a shot clock violation. A gift for the Lions.
Official came and explained that it did nip the rim.
The official with the T end zone. You got T end zone, you know he about his business.
They go with the jumper. Bears lead by 2.
Rare mid-range jump shot by Shane Sago.
Sorber way off on the 3-pointer. And Baldwin going to be called for the personal foul.
So that's what happened when a big man makes a 3. Sorber made a 3 a couple of possessions ago. May have nicked the rim. I gotta see that one again. Here we go again. Excellent replay here. Did not hit any part of the rim
at all. Hit the backboard. Wow. Some tough calls here today. That's Spalding.
I don't know. Maybe the official hadn't got a email or call back from the finance department. I have no idea.
Cleveland for his second free throw. Got it. Knocked down 1 of 2. Pulls Lincoln to within 1.
Come on, get it down here! Come on, 13, be ready!
Bears able to break the press. Baldwin. Fouled on the drive. It's going to be on the floor. Freddie Young Jr. picking up the personal foul, his second.
And you look up at the clock, 8:13 here in the second half. Look at the fouls. You know that those officials were aware, like, hey, that first half, we called a lot of fouls. and they'd say we're crazy.
Young knocks it away. Steal. And the Pope called for the foul, should be on the floor. Oh, they're calling shots?
The Pope definitely committed that foul on the break, but it looked like
we need to see the replay on that.
That shot was on the floor.
That was on the floor. My goodness. Oh, boy. Young knocks down the first free throw. Wow.
See here on the replay. Definitely, he had to regather after he fouled him.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Oh. Warner gets called for hooking, offensive foul, and now that's 4 fouls for Warner.
So what do? Do you leave Warner in now and wait until the last minute for D. Barnes? Looks like that's what Coach Collins is going to do for Shaw.
Yeah, makes sense. You need more time with D. Barnes later down the stretch. I think it's the right move. It's a tough call. Warner, you know.
I mean, I guess you can call that if you're an official. If you go by the letter of the law, I've seen worse not called.
Hudson with 9 to shoot. Hudson in his bag, loses the ball. Sorber gets the bucket.
There's not a lot of size on the court right now for Shaw. Sorber able to get that basket.
Basketball IQ there by Baldwin. Gives it to Warner to reset. Problem is 11 on the clock now. Waddell's been quiet here in the second half. Baldwin, jumper, good.
Double high screen, Waddell gives it up. Jeremiah Pope knocks down that baseline midi. Big bucket for Pope.
Cleveland. 10 on the shot clock for the Lions. Cleveland, fall away jumper is off the mark. Caleb Simmons with the rebound, loses the basketball out of bounds.
Yeah, Cleveland wanted to clear out on Simmons. Missed the fall away. Simmons got the rebound but couldn't handle it as he tried to bring it up court. And dove trying to save it. Took a spill there at the scorer's table. Floor maintenance here. Side of Spalding. Close ball game.
Yep.
Lincoln 1-point lead. Both teams kind of settled in the second half. Not the amount of fouls called as it was in the first half, so I think it's lent to better offense here in the second half.
Young, corner 3, off the mark. Big rebound by Justice Baldwin. Waddell to Baldwin. Baldwin launches the 3. He got it! Big shot! Justice Baldwin from long distance.
Yeah, Justice Baldwin, he and Jeremiah Pope are the tough shot takers and tough shot makers for Shaw. And as a coach, you're like, oh, no. But then he knocks it down like, yes, I'll take it.
37% three-point shooter. Hudson steps through, gets the layup.
Reggie Hud gets all the way to the cup, ties it up here.
Hudson's got 12 points in the ball game. Waddell off the mark. Hudson with the long rebound.
Seems like late game situation, second half, at least when Waddell shoots that 3, you expect it to go down. Had a great look. Just couldn't get it to go. You see the step back by Baldwin, knocks it down and lets him know.
Hudson creates the contact and a foul called against the Bears.
Yeah, Hudson made his mind up, hey, I'm going to drive to the basket. Either I'm going to get fouled or I'm going to make this bucket. 3 Bears defenders. I think they called that one on Waddell. That's 4 on Amir Waddell.
Free throw good for Hudson. Reggie Hudson, 65% free throw shooter on the season. Got them both. Baldwin, 13 to shoot for the Bears. Step back three-pointer. Oh, way off the mark. Sorber with the rebound.
Yeah, Pope tried to do it himself. Oftentimes he can make tough shots. That one airmails it.
Young to the hole. Finishes with the left hand.
Right now, Lincoln just beating Shaw off the dribble these last couple of possessions. Not settling for jump shots, getting to the basket.
And the Bears call the timeout. With 4:15 remaining. It's immediate timeout. The Bears trail Lincoln by 4.
Ready? It's a mega CIAA basketball showdown in Baltimore, and you're invited. Watch the best men and women ballers dominate the paint at the CFG Bank Arena this February 21st to the 25th. Experience Charm City culture and create new legacies. Get your tickets early for 22 nail-biting games, star-studded performances, free fan fest, and more surprises. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now at CIAAtournament.org.
With Damian Banks, Donald Ware with you here. 4:15 remaining. We've got a good one. The Bears trail Lincoln by 4.
Baldwin right here knocks down the 3 for the Bears. Lincoln has responded. 2 straight baskets for the Lions. They have a 4-point lead here inside of CC Spalding.
Bears have turned the ball over 24 times in the ball game, and if you remember when these two teams met on January 21st, the Bears only had 5 assists and 21 turnovers in that game. So far, very similar here, 8 assists to 24 turnovers.
A very astute observation, partner. Lincoln forces you to be uncomfortable on the offensive end, especially when they press you full court, just very active defensively.
Young knocks it out of bounds. It will remain with Shaw. Simmons creates the contact and a foul is going to be called.
Caleb Simmons forced the official's hand there, driving strong to the basket. Give that foul call.
Caleb Simmons.
Quiet game for Simmons.
Yeah, and played a whole lot. Looking for his first points of the game. This is first.
A very quiet game for Caleb Simmons. Usually the Energizer bunny off of the bench for Shaw. Provides a lot of effort, activity for the Bears.
Missed the second free throw. Sorber with the pass, and the bucket is good. Give it to the big man, Ethan Garritti. or Garrity, excuse me. Warner, Simmons. Ball to the hole, shot blocked. Hudson running. Gives it off. Cleveland couldn't get the shot to go. Simmons with the rebound.
That's good defense there by Isaiah Parker to get back on defense to force that tough shot for Lincoln.
Bears need a bucket. Nice. Parker finishes!
Parker is rewarded on the offensive end. Pick and roll with Jeremiah Pope. Pope makes the correct read and feeds it to Parker. Parker takes the contact, gets the basket to go. That's a big, big bucket for Shaw. Here we see on the replay. Parker with the roll to the basket. Ethan Garita doesn't think he committed that foul, but Parker's gonna be at the free throw line for an and one opportunity.
Garita picked up his 5th personal foul. He's fouled out of the game. Yeah, Parker doesn't play much, only averages 4.1 minutes, that is, per game, but he's 5 of 6 from the free throw line on the season.
Seems like when Parker gets in the game, those are big moments for Shaw, and he makes big plays, and most of the time it's on the defensive end, but this opportunity got a bucket, chance for a three-point play.
In and out. Approaching 3 minutes remaining.
Big defensive possession here for Shaw.
Bears leads. This is a mismatch. No look pass, but a steal by Warner. Quickly ahead to Pope. Pope drives, finger roll, missed it.
Nice move there by Pope. Just couldn't get the basket to go. Still a 3-point deficit for Shaw. Lincoln in no hurry.
Young to Cleveland, 11 on the shot clock. Hudson, 5 to shoot. Hudson, step back, missed the shot. Quickly ahead, Parker, nice! Parker finishes!
Isaiah Parker making big plays down the stretch here for Shaw.
Bears playing tough defense inside of 2 minutes, trailing by 1. Hudson.
Lincoln in need of a basket here.
Williams. Close to a travel. Hudson drives. Hudson lost it. Hudson for 3. Got it at the buzzer. Big shot by Reggie Hudson. Puts Lincoln ahead by 4.
From disaster to dagger there for Reggie Hudson.
Bears need a bucket. Nice move by Simmons. Oh, he tried to dunk it on the big man, Sorber, but missed it. Quickly ahead. George lost it in the steal. Here comes Robinson. Robinson to the hole, challenges. Couldn't finish. Sorber with another rebound. And quickly ahead. And Lincoln gonna bring it back out.
Lions gonna run some clock. Bears don't have to foul here. Just play good defense, get a stop.
George, nice bounce pass. Williams hadn't played much or hadn't scored much, but that's a big bucket there by the 3rd leading scorer in the CIAA.
And Williams just going to baseline, gets lost behind the Bears defense, and it's a critical layup.
His 10th point of the ball game, a big one, puts Lincoln ahead 2 possessions, 5 points. Damian 43.8 remaining, still a chance, however, for the Bears.
The Bears had an opportunity. That shot by Reggie Hudson on a discombobulated possession for Lincoln almost turned it over. He gets it off right at the shot clock buzzer. And and was able to knock it down. That was a one-point game at that point. With Lincoln ahead, and he gets it off in time and knocks it down.
Big shot by Hudson's got 17 points. In the ball game to lead all scorers.
Hudson coming into the ball game. Second leading scorer for Lincoln. See Isaiah Parker here. And one for Shaw. Hudson, 10.9 coming into the ball game. Doesn't shoot a ton of three-pointers in the season. Only 12 of 31 coming into the ball game, but that was a huge three-point shot there by Hudson. And gave Lincoln a 4-point lead. Layup by Williams. Reggie Hudson coming into the ball game. It's the second leading scorer for Lincoln, leading all scorers in this one. And said it's a new sheriff in town. His name's Reggie Hudson.
Barnes back into the game. 4 personal fouls. Going to inbound the basketball. He's got to get it in. Does to Robinson. Robinson drive, shoots. Couldn't get it. Put back to him by Waddell. Timeout called by Shaw on the made basket. Forbes is still a 2-possession game. Damien with 38.8 seconds. What do you do here if you're the Bears?
You press, try to get a steal, a turnover. If you can't get it quickly, you got to foul. You got to play the foul game. And hope that Lincoln misses. They're in the 1-and-1, so you hope that they miss the front end. You have another opportunity to either make it a 2-point game or a 1-point game with a 3. Bears, they had opportunities. I think they're like a couple of plays away in this ball game from being up by 4 instead of being down by 4. Credit to Lincoln. Coming into a hostile environment. Lincoln hadn't played great on the road this season, but found a way to be in the position to try to get a good road dub.
Lincoln to inbound, having to go the full 94 feet. Ahead 4. Cleveland, George, Hudson, George. Bears got to foul at some point. Oh, they foul, and George makes the shot.
The Bears had an opportunity to foul in the backcourt. Didn't do so, but fouls down in the worst possible way on the and one opportunity. And looked like Bakir Cleveland got away with one on the inbounds. Looked like he took steps when he got that inbounds pass, but Freddie Young Jr. Nice drive to the cup, gets the and one for Lincoln.
And so it's a 2-possession game. A made free throw makes it a 3-possession game. He got it. 3-possession game now. Bears trail and have possession. Got to get it up quickly. Need threes, really. Waddell shoots the 3, in and out. That's been the kind of night it's been for the Bears.
You mentioned it, partner. That's the kind of night it's been for Shaw. In and out, right there. Close, but no cigar.
And the Bears going to fall in this game, not going to foul at this point. Down 3 possessions. And going to fall to Lincoln, 74-67. Lincoln sweeps the season series. Damien, your thoughts on today's game?
The Bears had a golden opportunity here to move up in the Northern Division standings, and it was a back-and-forth game. Lincoln in that second half made the plays that needed to be made. Driving to the basket, didn't settle. The one three-pointer that they did make was really out of desperation from Reggie Hudson, but that shot took it from a 1-point Lincoln lead to a 4-point lead, and the Lions didn't look back and got a big road dub.
So the Bears fall to 14-12, on the season. You saw this put back here by Waddell. 7-7 in CIAA play, while Lincoln moves to 13-13. Also 7-7 in CIAA play. Our next broadcast of Shaw basketball is going to take place on Wednesday. Doubleheader action. Virginia Union comes to Spalding Gymnasium. The women at 6 o'clock, the men to follow. We're going to have the action right here on ShawBears.com. Thank you to our outstanding broadcast crew for all of their work. For Damian Banks, I'm Donald Ware saying so long for now. From Spalding Gymnasium on the campus of Shaw University, your final score, Lincoln 74, Shaw 67. You've been watching Shaw Basketball on ShawBears.com.